Zeus. May Zeus grant me repayment of the friends who love me, and that I may have more power than my personal enemies. Thus would I have the reputation of a god among men, if my destined death overtakes me when I have exacted repayment. O Zeus, Olympian, bring my timely prayer to its ultimate fulfillment. Grant that I have something good happen in place of misfortunes. But may I die if I find no respite from cares brought on by misfortunes. And may I give harm in return for harm. This passage was from Phaenomena of Megara. May Zeus, who apportions everything, never set his power in conflict with my will, nor may I be slow to approach the gods, with holy sacrifices of oxen slain, by the side of the ceaseless stream, of Aeschylus, my father, and may I not offend in speech, but may this rule abide in my heart, and never fade away. Sweet it is to pass all the length of life, amid confident hopes, feeding the heart in glad festivities. This passage was from Prometheus bound, Aeschylus. O supreme son of Cronos, salutations, all-powerful over refreshment. You stand at the head of the gods. Come to dictate the turn of the year and take pleasure in our song. We weave it for you with lyres, having blended it with pipes, and we sing having taken our places. Around your well-walled altar, O supreme son of Cronos, salutations, all-powerful over refreshment, you stand at the head of the gods. Come to dictate at the turn of the year and take pleasure in our song. For on this very spot your shield-bearing guardians received you. An immortal child, from rear and beating their foot, kept you hidden. O supreme son of Cronos, salutations, all-powerful over refreshment. You stand at the head of the gods. Come to dictate the turn of the year and take pleasure in our song. 2 verses missing. Of the beautiful dawn. O supreme son of Cronos, salutations, all-powerful over refreshment. You stand at the head of the gods. Come to dictate the turn of the year and take pleasure in our song. The seasons teemed year by year, and justice held mortals in her power, and peace, who loves prosperity, governed all creatures. O supreme son of Cronos, salutations, all-powerful over refreshment. You stand at the head of the gods. Come to dictate the turn of the year and take pleasure in our song. But Lord, leap to our wine jars, and leap to our fleecy flocks, and to our fields of fruit leap, and to our homes made thereby productive. O supreme son of Cronos, salutations, all-powerful over refreshment. You stand at the head of the gods. Come to dictate the turn of the year and take pleasure in our song, and leap to our cities, and leap to our seafaring ships, and leap to our new citizens, and leap to fair Themis. O supreme son of Cronos, salutations, all-powerful over refreshment. You stand at the head of the gods. Come to dictate the turn of the year and take pleasure in our song. This passage was from the Palaikastro hymn to Cretan Zeus. Zeus fills the heavens, the earth, the sea, the air. We, or I feel his spirit moving here and everywhere. And we or me his offspring are. He ever good? Daily provides for man his daily food. Ordains the seasons by his signs on high, studding with gems of light the azure canopy. What time with plough and spade to break the soil, that plenteous stores may bless the reaper's toil. What time to plant and prune the vine he shows, and hangs the purple cluster on its boughs. To him the first, the last nil homage yield. Our Father, wonderful, our help, our shield. Majestic Zeus, all hail to Tlio belong. The suppliant prayer, the tributary bong. To thee from all thy mortal office sprewg due. From thee we end, from thee our being drew. Whatever lives and moves, great sire, is thine. Embodied portions of the soul divine. From Zeus let us begin. Him do we mortals never leave unnamed. Full of Zeus are all the streets and all the marketplaces of men. Full is the sea and the havens thereof. Always we all have need of Zeus, for we are also his offspring. And he in his kindness unto men giveth favourable signs, and wakeneth the people to work, reminding them of livelihood. He tells what time the soil is best for the labour of the ox and for the mattock, and what time the seasons are favourable both for the planting of trees, and for casting all manner of seeds. For himself it was who set the signs in heaven, and marked out the constellations, and for the year devised what stars chiefly should give to men right, signs of the seasons, to the end that all things might grow unfailingly. Wherefore him do men ever worship first and last. Hail, O Father, mighty marvel, mighty blessing unto men. Hail to thee and to the elder raced. Hail, ye muses, right kindly, every one. But for me too, in answer to my prayer direct all my lay, even, as is meet, to tell the stars. This passage was from Aeschylus, Phaenomena. Chiefest glory of deathless gods, almighty for ever. Sovereign of nature that rulest by law, what name shall we give thee? Blessed be thou, for on thee should call all things that are mortal. For that we are thine offspring, nay, all that in myriad motion. Lives for its day on the earth bears one impress, thy likeness upon it. Wherefore my song is of thee, and I hymn thy power for ever. Lo, the vast orb of the worlds round the earth evermore as it rolleth, feels thee its ruler and guide, and owns thy lordship rejoicing. I for thy conquering hands have a servant of living fire. Sharp is the bolt, where it falls, nature shrinks at the shock and doth shudder. Thus thou directest the word universal that pulses through all things, mingling its life with lights that are great and lights that are lesser. E'en as beseemeth its birth, high king through ages unending. Naught is done that is done without thee in the earth or the waters, or in the heights of heaven, save the deed of the fool and the sinner. Thou canst make rough things smooth, at thy voice, lo, jarring disorder, moveth to music, and love is born where hatred abounded. Thus hast thou fitted alike things good and things evil together, that over all might reign one reason, supreme and eternal. Though thereunto the hearts of the wicked be hardened and heedless, woe unto them, for while ever their hands are grasping at good things, blind are their eyes, yea, stopped are their ears to God's law universal, calling through wise disobedience to live the life that is noble. This they mark not, but heedless of right, turn each to his own way. Here, a heart fired with ambition, in strife and straining unhallowed. There, thrusting honour aside, fast set upon getting and gaining. Others again given over to lusts and dissolute softness, working never God's law, but that which warreth upon it. Nay, but, O giver of all things good, whose home is the dark cloud, thou that wieldest heaven's bolt, save men from their ignorance grievous. Scatter its night from their souls, and grant them to come to that wisdom, wherewithal, sistered with justice, thou rulest and governest all things, that we, honoured by thee, may requite thee with worship and honour, evermore praising thy works, as is meet for men that shall perish. Seeing that none, be he mortal or god, hath privilege nobler, than without stint, without stay, to extol thy law universal. This passage was from the Golden Sayings by Epictetus. Zeus is the first. Zeus the thunderer is the last. Zeus is the head. Zeus is the middle, and by Zeus all things were fabricated. Zeus is male, immortal Zeus is female. Zeus is the foundation of the earth and of the starry heaven. Zeus is the breath of all things. Zeus is the rushing of indefatigable fire. Zeus is the root of the sea. He is the sun and moon. Zeus is the king. He is the author of universal life. One power, one daemon, the mighty prince of all things. One kingly frame, in which this universe revolves. Fire and water, earth and ether, night and day. And Metis counsel the primeval father, and all delightful eras love. All these things are united in the vast body of Zeus. Would you behold his head and his fair face? It is the resplendent heaven, round which his golden locks of glittering stars are beautifully exalted in the air. On each side are the two golden taurine horns, the risings and settings, the tracks of the celestial gods. His eyes the sun and the opposing moon. His unfallacious mind the royal incorruptible ether. This passage was from Orphic Fragment.